Well, hi, thank you so much for having me at your event today. I've been seeing your face all over my LinkedIn, so it's really good to have you here speaking with me. So could you kind of introduce yourself, a little bit about Kaseya and a bit about the TruPeer event today?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Greg Jones. I'm the Senior Vice President of MSP Success at Kaseya. I look after the EMEA and North America region. So things I look after are things like Kaseya's Global Partner Program, Kaseya's MDF globally, industry events, and also as well our incredible TruPeer community as well.
Perfect. Could you maybe also tell us a little bit about this?
So that is really an evolution of, I guess, a small podcast that I do each Wednesday called 1 Minute Wednesday, where it's really meant to be totally vendor agnostic, helping MSPs grow and scale their business with tips and tricks. And for years, I've done it for probably 6 years now. And for the last couple of years, I've had a lot of MSPs saying, hey, you should put it into a book and take the best tips. And I've had it on my list of to-dos, and my mentor finally said to me, you need to get this out.
Finally got around to it.
The book is just, well, it lands on the 18th of February. So yeah, exciting times.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you. And it's all going to charity as well. So it all goes to Alder Hay Children's Charity. So any profits at all.
Amazing. How has the TruPeer initiative kind of evolved over the last couple of years, and how has it impacted MSPs?
Wow, phenomenally, really. The growth in the community has just been unbelievable, which shows, more importantly, a real demand from MSPs that need help and support growing their business. One of the big things that we're extremely passionate about at Kaseya is, of course, bringing enterprise-grade technology to support MSPs on their mission to help their customers. But it's about much more than that for us. Being a true strategic partner of Kaseya is about us helping and facilitating growth within our partners, helping them with the challenges and day-to-day problems of running businesses, whether that be sales, marketing, productivity, profitability, you know, all of the things that can be really, really challenging. And yeah, we've grown phenomenally. So if you look back, 20 months ago, we didn't exist in EMEA. Right. We launched in the EMEA region about 20 months ago, and now we're over 160 MSPs. Wow. And they're all MSPs that are really looking to grow and scale their MSP business, meaning they're not lifestyle MSPs, you know. So yeah, it's phenomenal, and there's a real sense of community and passion amongst the TruPeer community, which is, for me, that's what I'm all about, you know, driving results, helping our partners do more. So yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's definitely what I noticed today, was the community of people. It seems very lively. And
yeah, and it's, you know, because it you know, let's have it right. This is not just about business. When we talk in the SMB, SME world, MSP world, we're talking about lives as well as business. A lot of the business challenges, woes, trials and tribulations carry over into personal lives. You know, it might be vacation time, holiday time, stress, family time, money worries, profitability. So this is more than, hey, we help grow your business. Yeah. It's a true support network as well, with a framework behind it.
Yeah, I feel like those things can be quite easily forgotten about, so it's really good that you're covering them.
Yeah, and you know, I used to be on the MSP side of the fence. I've been with the business probably 7 years, there or thereabouts. Before that, I was on the MSP side of the fence. And, you know, it can be stressful, it can be lonely, you know. I know that sounds weird saying, but it can also be quite isolating with a lot of decisions, and sometimes some of the decisions that you're making them on your own, where as humans or business owners, we are better to collectively together. You know, we is always more stronger than I in any walk of life. It's why athletes train together, business professionals operate together. It's just, it delivers results.
I really like that mindset. Kaseya provides training, peer groups and software advice through TruPeer. How do those elements kind of help MSPs navigate consolidation and specialisation in the market?
Massively, really. If we look at our market at the moment for SMBs and SMEs, which is the market that primarily MSPs service, that market is rapidly adapting, pivoting and changing, and so do MSPs need, really. So one of the biggest things that we focus on here at TruPeer is, yes, there's the community element and a framework, but it's about how we support business owners on that transition piece. More money is being spent now in the SMB world on IT than is being spent in the enterprise, which is crazy. It's the first time ever it's happened. However, there's a lot that MSPs need to do to pivot, shift and adapt their models for the latest business expectations of SMBs out there, and also what the market demands, really. Because if you think of your own life, you're a digital native, think of the demands you have on technology and also the expectations. You just expect technology just to work. You've always, probably not known a world without good tech. Whereas a lot of, if we're looking back, we didn't have that luxury, if that makes sense. I know you can't believe this because I don't look old enough, but that's, it's really adapted and changed.
So with SMB, IT spend, AI adoption and kind of sustainability becoming major growth drivers, how are MSPs kind of adapting their strategies to seize those opportunities?
So that's a really good question, and the market is always adapting. It doesn't matter whether it is new opportunities coming in, whether it's challenges, whether that be, geopolitical or pullbacks in the market. That is just called life and business. Things are always going to adapt, change and pivot. One of the big things that we're really helping MSPs really get to grip with is really pivoting to the value piece. Now, for many years, we've been talking about not selling technology because, quite frankly, nobody is interested in buying speeds or feeds or a piece of technology. But what everyone wants is the outcome of that technology. So I guess it's a bit like not focusing on selling the drill bit, we're selling the whole, because that's the outcomes. And everybody, if we look at all walks of life, we're quite selfish individuals. And as a business owner, all we're thinking about is, how is this MSP going to help me get to my goal? So what we're saying to MSPs is, you need to pivot your offerings, but also dial into the verticals that you want to service and really not just look at verticals, but also look at the businesses that you want to work with. Be more specific in your target customer profile, and ultimately look for the behavior and characteristics of those businesses, meaning we're trying to make sure they're not trying to do business with lifestyle businesses. There's nothing wrong with a lifestyle business, but that is always a race to the bottom on price point. What really MSPs need is to work with businesses who are looking to grow and scale, and also they have that mindset of speculate to accumulate, i.e. I will spend on services to get me to my goals. Because fundamentally, that's what MSPs do. They go in and assess where a business is at with technology today. Is it being an anchor point in the marketplace or accelerating them? Where do they want to get to in their business plans? And there's usually a delta between those 2 points. The MSP comes in and says, we give you that blueprint to drive that change. To get to your business plans, this is what it looks like in terms of the technology, the service, the tools, and that leadership piece. So, we're doing a huge job helping MSPs pivot and adapt, and it's multifaceted, really.
Amazing. Have you seen any kind of shifts with kind of the next generation coming in with, Gen Z, Gen Y, and then kind of with all those trends?
Yeah, absolutely. So the younger generation now just have totally different expectations on technology. I really like it because it's a mindset of technology should just always be up. and it's that instant gratification mindset. So we first started seeing this in the market years ago with Amazon. So Amazon launched and everyone said, this is amazing. I can get something delivered within a week. It's incredible. Then we went to Amazon Prime, which was, you know, within a couple of days. Then there was Amazon Prime Now, which is delivery within an hour on certain goods if you're in a certain geographical location. The younger generation have the same expectation on technology. When they want something, they expect to just go and instantly get it, whether it be support, a new service, and also they're digital natives, so they just use technology better. And one of the big things that we're seeing is a lot of it as well is helping the younger generation in businesses as they're moving up, rightly so, into even C-suite positions, helping them with more of the business processes around technology, because they get the tech, they get it, you know. Arguably, you know, some of my nieces and nephews can use some of the tech better than me, but it's that, how do we align this with businesses, with business processes? Because what we're trying to do is drive productivity, which drives profitability with the technology. So it is a totally different mindset, really. It's really interesting. And I think we're at the dawn of it, and it's going to accelerate much more.
What other kind of predictions do you think will happen in the next sort of year, and what are you looking forward to with Kaseya in the next year?
So for me, I'm really looking forward to how we're doubling down on success for MSPs. We've recently changed our internal organisation. So we used to be the MSP enablement department. Now it's about, we've changed to the MSP Success. All of our metrics are delivered on how we impact partners, their growth, because MSPs are everything to us. They are the epicenter, they're central to everything that we do and so important. Without MSPs, quite frankly, we're nothing as a business. We're a business with great tools and technology, but not a go-to-market arm. So everything we do goes through MSPs. So for us, helping MSPs grow and scale, there is a direct correlation with their success in the market and ours. And ultimately, it's kind of a duty. You know, I can tell you from Rania, our CEO, she is all about, you know, the community, about putting more into R&D, more into enablement and success of MSPs around everything, not just the core products, but how they win and dominate in the market. So today we've just launched from stage 2 new digital marketing offerings for MSPs, which is, we've been building this for about 2 years now, and it's usually the number 1 to 3 of the top challenges within an MSP. That's sales and marketing. So I'm really excited. Lots of exciting things happening in the market. Lots of predictions. So I recently done a predictions report, but it's very exciting at the moment what's going on.
Perfect. Well, I'm excited to see everything that happens in the next year. So I'll be keeping up with your LinkedIn.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see lots happening, not only around product innovation, but also as well our programs. We're realigning our global partner program, our MDF funds to be more flexible for what MSPs need to be able to dominate in 2026, and more importantly, beyond.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
You are more than welcome. Thank you for having me on.